Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Have you ever eaten something that tasted so heinously awful that you thought it should be illegal? Well, maybe it was that time your friend tried making something from a cookbook and failed. Don't worry, I won't tell them you said so. Illegal foods sound like a joke now, but who knew that there are actually a lot of foods that aren't supposed to be consumed, at least in the United States? This can even lead to some smuggling and secret underground sales. Want to know more? That's what we're here for. Lean back, grab a snack, just make sure it's a legal one, while we tell you about the top 10 foods you didn't know were illegal. But before we get started, why not become an archivist today by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. If you end up enjoying this video, let us know by giving it a thumbs up, and in the comments section, tell us what foods you couldn't live without, if they were legal or not. Number 10. Unpasteurized milk. Unpasteurized milk is sometimes also called raw milk, and the problem the U.S. sees with it is that since it hasn't been processed to kill bacteria, it's much more likely to make you sick. In fact, it's approximately 150 times more likely to get you sick. That's kind of a lot. 21 states outright ban the milk, while others only allow direct farm sales in small quantities. However, there's a whole cult around the stuff. Some people say raw milk has special nutrients and characteristics, even claiming there are healing qualities. There are people out there running underground raw milk sales. It may sound funny, but it's actually really dangerous. Number 9. Shark fin. Maybe it doesn't even matter whether this food is illegal or not, because you may not want to eat it anyway. But in Asia, shark fin soup can be a delicacy. In the US, it's actually illegal. You know what's not illegal though? Catching sharks for the sole purpose of collecting their fins. This practice is called finning, and it's absolutely devastating. The sharks are caught, their fins are removed, and then they're set free. Since without fins, sharks are as good as bait. This isn't at all a humane practice, and it's been banned in 11 of the major finning states. Number 8. Kinder Surprise. Many people complain about the fact that Kinder chocolate isn't a big thing in the US. In many other countries, it's a whole culture, especially the famous Kinder Surprise. However, this little egg is actually illegal for, frankly, not a great reason. It falls into a small category of foods that are banned simply because they have non-edible items inside, the toy being the non-edible item. Seeing as many people yearned for the little egg, Kinder released a Kinder Joy, a twist on the chocolate delight that seals off both sides of the egg to keep the toy away from the candy. Its packaging is a little underwhelming, but at least now you can find yourself a Kinder egg. Number 7. Sassafras oil. Besides being a word that we love to force out of those with a lisp, this oil is actually an illegal substance in the United States. In fact, this food has been banned in the United States for decades. In 1960, it got banned after concerns came up about its side effects. See, one of its main components, safrole, is a carcinogenic substance. To add, it can also be used to make psychoactive party drugs, which is probably what landed it on the banned list. Number 6. Ackee. I know what you're thinking. Not ackee, please, it's my favorite. I can feel you. Just kidding, you have no idea what ackee is, so I'll tell you. Ackee is a fruit native to West Africa. It's actually the national fruit of Jamaica too, but in the US, it's outright illegal. The problem with ackee is that it needs to be ripened in just the right way. If done incorrectly, the toxins start to release too much glucose, and when eaten, it can dangerously drop your blood sugar, which could actually kill you. Who would have thought? Death by sugary fruit, and it's not even from diabetes. Number 5. Horse meat. Another disappointment. Just when you thought you could go pick up some meat for your barbecue this weekend, you find out that you can't even buy horse meat. Who even eats horse meat? You animal! Well, outside the US, it's actually really popular. Inside the country, however, it's illegal. Much like shark fins, though, the US did, however, supply horse meat to many of those countries in the past. That seems a little hypocritical. Luckily, now both the meat and the horse slaughterhouses are illegal. Nobody wants to go into career day and tell their kids' classmates they kill horses for meat for a living. Nobody. Number 4. Beluga caviar. The fact that you'd have to ban a type of caviar is hilarious. Who eats this? Who comes home on a Tuesday night and says, "Listen kids, I don't want you to cook tonight, let's just have beluga caviar." Or any caviar for that matter. But for giggles, let's talk about why it's illegal. The beluga sturgeon lays these little caviar, and apparently it became so popular that it actually endangered the whole population of fish. I guess someone has to be eating the stuff because we almost ate a whole generation of them. Now it's totally illegal even to import. If only we did that with salmon, we might save them too, at least the endangered ones. Number 3. Fugu. Imagine your tombstone reading, "Died for the love of fish." It's not far off with fugu. Fugu sounds like a type of cartoon or a video game, but in fact, it's actually a Japanese puffer fish, kind of like Mrs. Puff on SpongeBob SquarePants. Remember her? Well, in Japan, this fish is a delicacy, but a dangerous one. If you don't cook the fugu adequately, you could die. I'm not even joking. It releases a toxin called tetrodotoxin, and it can cause paralysis and asphyxiation. Sounds like a big risk for a little fish, right? Number 2. Redfish. The fish trend continues. A New Orleans chef named Paul Prudhomme revealed an insane recipe. The dish? Blackened redfish. Either the chef has insane pull and influence, or the recipe was really all that. Either way, it became so popular and so many people were making it that the species became endangered. Hey, that's the kind of influence I need to have. Well, maybe a little more eco-friendly influence. After all that, it became illegal to sell redfish in every single state except one. Can you guess which? Mississippi. I have no idea why. I really thought it was going to be Louisiana, where this whole thing started. But it's a cruel world out there for a chef. Number 1. Haggis. This Scottish savory pudding might not quite be for the American palate. Made from sheep lung, the dish is actually banned in the United States. So if you do get an inkling for it, you might have to go straight to the source. This is because during the slaughter process, it's likely that the lungs will come in contact with stomach acid and phlegm, which could all actually enter the lungs. All of a sudden, haggis sounds like something I never want to try. Ever! Thanks for watching. What foods could you not live without, whether they're illegal or not? Tell us in the comments. Also, you can get your fill of legal videos, not to mention they're good for you, brain food, by subscribing to the channel, clicking the notifications bell, kind of like a dinner bell for new videos telling you to come and get it, and give this video a like. Bon appetit!